Cops found guilty of drug smuggling will face threat of law, says Chief Minister Nongtomba Biri. Man from Kongba Laishram Leikai in Imphal East mysteriously found dead at Addiction Recovery Center. Cordon and search comping operations, CASO launched in trouble-prone areas after recovering 2 bombs at different sensitive places in Imphal. Speaker Thokchom Satyabrata constitutes new Business Advisory Committee of Manipur Legislative Assembly. Film Forum Manipur to temporarily suspend screening of movies, Sumang Lila, and organizing musical programs in view of upcoming board examinations. And Manipur government intensify war against drugs. Woman drug peddler arrested with 278 grams of heroin. Hello and welcome. You're watching IS English News and I'm WUNGKHAI with you. Now before we begin, IS News would like to remind our viewers to practice physical distancing, hand hygiene, wear masks, protect yourself and get vaccinated to ward off COVID-19. Now the news in detail. No matter who, there will be zero tolerance for anyone involved with illegal drugs trade. This was stated by Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh on Tuesday. The statement from the Manipur Chief Minister came as a response to the questions raised by opposition Congress and other social organizations in the state over the recent arrest of 5 Manipur police personnel for alleged drug smuggling. On Monday, as many as 5 Manipur police commandos were arrested for allegedly smuggling contraband items including over 1 kg of heroin and WI tablets at Kurau Pokpi along National Highway 102 Imphal More Road. Manipur Chief Minister Biren, who attended the BJP National Executive meeting held in Delhi, said investigation into this case is currently underway. Rest assured, all those who are found guilty will face the wrath of the law. Notably, Manipur Congress President K. Megachandra inquired as to who will bear moral responsibility for the cops catching cops smuggling drugs and urged the Kukching SP to swiftly and thoroughly investigate the case. Expressing serious concern over poppy cultivation, drug production, manufacturing and its adverse effect on Manipuri society, the Committee of Civil Society Kanglei Park CCSK also demanded the government to take up stringent actions against perpetrators as per law of the land. The Manipur Chief Minister further stated that security forces, teams of the Forest Department and officials of district administration, etc. are diligently carrying out the task of destroying poppy plantations with cooperation at targeted areas. Spraying of herbicides by using drone technology was also successfully carried out during a mass poppy destruction drive carried out at Mongzang village under Saikul police station in Kangpokpi district of Manipur on Monday. We have started deploying drones to destroy poppy plantations. More such missions to be carried out in all the poppy areas where poppy is being cultivated, Manipur Chief Minister said. Manipur Chief Minister Biren Singh said is attending the BJP National Executive member in Delhi. The meeting deliberated on the ways to increase the party's activities in every state and check the various ongoing organizational activities. A 40-year-old man from Kongba Laishram Lekai in Imphal East was mysteriously found dead at an addiction recovery center on January 16th, a day after his enrollment to abstain from consumption of alcohol. The deceased has been identified as Ningombam Sanjoy Mete, son of Ningombam Ibohal. He is survived by his wife, a 12-year-old son and a 3-year-old daughter. To condemn the death of Ningombam Sanjoy, locals of Kongba Laishram Lekai staged a sit-in protest at Kongba Laishram Lekai Hainobol today. Speaking on the sidelines of the demonstration, the deceased wife, Ningomba Ongbi Ngantoi, stated that her husband was a Mete Pung hand drummer instructor and had traveled across the country for various performances. She said that her husband was almost alcoholic as he started excessive use of alcohol since the new year 2023 began. In the hope to regain control of his drinking habit, Sanjoy enrolled himself in a winter rehabilitation center at Wakarant by one Chingdam Mayum Bimolchan, age 57 years, son of Chingdam Mayum Kalachand of Kongba Laishram Lekai. Sanjoy was accompanied by his brother Ningombam Sarat when the admission took place at the rehab center on the evening of 15th January. Ngantoi further stated that the family received a call from the center the next day informing that Sanjoy was found dead in his bed, and the family refused to claim the body as they suspected foul play.
I thank kun gi sora to nang ngoi kumyan isti tak pathama mo na haira me ma na ngon dai na hoi hoi na haira ga sa to ikan kan za khibani ba kaim to khibani ai di phara ni ba cirrhosis ta na patna le na ba mi bang to kaim to di ai na pa to ko lai na ta lai ba su na te ai ado su kang kang de ba ko ai de ai na numi dang do ma ngon da phone to ge na khalle ba ai na ma do pothara ma di hai da na ayuk to ra ge na numi dang du su to dra ba ai sina ayuk to e ba ai na pai rak I mana phone ju pai ni hamna miss call lai jaram chani do ta jara ni na hai de dumaina dum khalle kai sum phatana ju khande itek te kai masa do sakhri ne ai gari mamang da tung ni ga hai da na kai da taw nu pa na te ai gi nu pa do.
On the other hand, treasurer of Kongba Laishram Lekai Youth Club, Namai Rakpam Ulysses, said that Sanjoy went to the rehabilitation center of its own volitions and added that bruises were found on his face. He further said that a JAC has been formed in connection with the mysterious death of Sanjoy and added that it will not claim the body until the accused are brought to book. Meanwhile, Porompat police have arrested 3 persons for interrogation in connection with the death of Sanjoy.
Aduidadi aikoigi isasi phasano na thamaga nungdang wairam gi pungmari da he launa phajana noktan tikti launa sakhiba inaugduna nongalaga pungma panda sirena la agadi magi lehori ba macha magi loina binupi kamaina hingogdori bano mi amabu hekta hatpa yare na traga kasu leitana khanbajidi mi magi punside amna laina lobase akoi taraina logjaro sarkanu su miyeng chingjan biu sibaduna mangjaraga su tungda lakador ba miron kaya amasu kasu tawroi haiba wakalo la sidi aikoigi kalap ki jesi makaidagi akoi simadi thamjani aduna akoi sarkar gi makaida puning chingchanjage akoi mihar pase puthokpiu aduga akoi kainodu deida tawba yaba karino akoi tawbiu haiduna akoi gi site gi di masi mafongdokchak.
Search combing operations CASO were launched in trouble-prone areas after recovering 2 bombs at different sensitive places in Imphal on Tuesday, the police said. A surprise CASO was conducted at Nagamapalt, Naganala covering areas, Ngari Gali and Maharani Breach in the heart of Imphal city areas by team of commandos Imphal West District CDO IW from 8:10 a.m. to 8:50 a.m. During such verifications, around 130 individuals were verified properly and 11 persons were picked up and handed over to the city police for further verification, the police said. Another CASO was also carried out in the surrounding areas of the Manipur University, Imphal West District from 6 a.m. to 7:40 a.m. Around 80 houses, including rented houses of around 140 individuals were verified in the operations, but no one was picked up for further verification, the police said. Similarly, in and around the Bishnupur Bazaar in Manipur's Bishnupur district, the Khaso was conducted with the interrogation of 140 persons, to which 11 were detained for further verification, the police said. Speaker of Manipur Legislative Assembly, Thokchom Satyaberta, has constituted a new business advisory committee of the State Legislative Assembly. The same was constituted under Rule 266 of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business in Manipur Legislative Assembly. As per a notification to this effect issued by Secretary of Manipur Legislative Assembly, K. Megajit, the member of the new committee, are Speaker T.H. Satyaberta, Chief Minister N. Biren, Water Resources Minister Awangbao Nyumai, Education Minister T.H. Basanta Kumar, Congress MLA Okram Ibobi, former MLA Mohammed Abdul Nasir, and Tadubi MLA and Kaisti. The Secretary, in another notification, also informed that a meeting of the Business Advisory Committee will be held at the Speaker's Office chamber on January 20. It further said that discussion for the time allocation of the business of the House for the ensuing third session of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly will be held during the meeting. Film Forum Manipur has decided to temporarily suspend screening of movies, Sumang Leela, and organizing musical programs in view of the upcoming board examinations in the state. This comes after a meeting chaired by Chairman of Film Forum Manipur, Laimayum Surja Kanta. Representatives of Apunba Manipur Matam Ishe Kanglup, AMMIC, All Manipur Sound Service Association AMSA, and Manipur State Sumang Leela Council attended the meeting. The meeting decided to temporarily suspend all entertainment programs from February 7th until the exams are over. However, entertainment programs organized inside auditoriums will be allowed. Film Forum Manipur urged all concerned to wrap up such events before 11 p.m. They also attended best wishes to all the students preparing for the board examinations. The Manipur government has intensified the war against drug in the state, with more forces joining the campaign in rooting out the drug menace in the state. As part of the War on Drugs 2.0 campaign, a team of Kaching police arrested a woman drug peddler along with 278 grams of suspected heroin. The arrested has been identified as 28 years old Neipi Haukim, daughter of Ngamhojang Haukep of Khotlenpai village in Teknopal district, currently staying at Molnoi village near Palel. The team led by OC Kaching Commando, Subedar S. Birla, Palel Police Station Head Constable, and Muhendro, along with women police personnel under the overall supervision of Additional SP Operation Kaching Binoy Chongthem and Kaching SP Shri Vates, arrested her during frisking and checking in front of Palel Police Stations around 11:30 a.m. today. The team halted an e-rickshaw vehicle which was coming from Molnoi site in front of Palel Police Station for checking, and during which they seized the contraband drugs concealed inside 18 soap cases. The arrested along with the seized item have been handed over to OC Kaching Police Station for further necessary legal actions. Meanwhile, a combined team of Kangpokpi Forest Division and District Police Kangpokpi and Imphal East destroyed illegally cultivated poppy in an area of around 15 acres in the hill ranges of T. Kulant and Langsom villages under Saikul subdivision. The drive was carried out by around 273 officers and personnels of District Police Kangpokpi, MPTC, 5th IRB, 6 IRB, I-1 MR, Forest NAB, and 22 AR of Cycle COB as part of the state's government War on Drugs 2.0 campaign. The team, led by Kangpo PSP TH Vikramjit and Range Forest Officer Kangpo P Range, destroyed poppy plants spread across 15 acres. The team also destroyed illegally erected huts and items suspended to be used in poppy cultivation. Police said that efforts to eradicate poppy from the state with such drive shall continue in other poppy cultivated area of the state. Notably, breaking up of land for non-forestry purposes in notified forests of the country is a violation of rules laid down by Indian Forest Act 1927, read with Manipur Forest Rules 2021. The Divisional Forest Officer Kangpo P Forest Division has already issued warning to those indulging in such act, who will be dealt with severely as per law. BJP President JP Nadda's term was extended till June 2024 at the party's National Executive meeting today, with Union Home Minister Amit Shah asserting that it will win the 2024 Lok Sabha polls with a bigger mandate than 2019. Shah told reporters here that Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, a former party president like him, moved the proposal of extending Nadda's tenure till June next year, and the executive unanimously endorsed it. The widely expected development underlines the party's preference for continuity as it gears up for the all-important Lok Sabha poll next year, expected in April to May. With Nadda set to lead the party during the Lok Sabha elections, he will be following the footsteps of his predecessor Shah, whose tenure was also extended so as to allow him to spearhead the organization during the 2019 polls. Amit Shah expressed confidence that the BJP and the Prime Minister Narendra Modi and party chief Nadda will achieve a bigger win than the last general elections. The minister lauded Nadda's leadership, saying that he connected the party's organization with the service of people during COVID-19 outbreak. Amit Shah also noted that the party won many state assembly polls under Nadda. The number of fatal and disabling road accidents and injuries is increasing at an alarming rate in the state. In yet another incident, a school van collided with a bus near Thobal Hauka Babu Bazar in Thobal district today. Luckily, no casualties were reported in the vehicle collision. The bus involved in the mishap fled the scene. The front portion of the van was damaged due to the impact of the collision. The van was carrying students of Catholic school at Kanchipur. Meanwhile, the bus involved in the incident was later seized by the police. The number of fatal and disabling road accidents in the state is increasing day by day, even though several drives are carried out, raising awareness for road safety in the state. Not a day passes without road traffic accidents in Manipur. It has been suggested that awareness creation, strict implementation of traffic rules, prevention interventions like setting road and safety rules, securing compliance, improving transport policy, enforcing blood alcohol limits, mandatory seat belt use laws, routine investigation of road conditions, and scientific engineering measures are the need of the hour to prevent this public health catastrophe. India becoming the 5th largest economy in the world, work done for inclusive development, effective COVID management, and massive infrastructure development, among others, were part of the social and economic resolution that came up on the second day of BJP's National Executive meeting today. The two-day National Executive meeting began at NDMC Convention Center yesterday and will conclude today. Briefing media about it in New Delhi, Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan informed that a discussion was held on how direct benefit transfers worth 22.6 lakh crore rupees were given to beneficiaries in the last 8 years, and India has become self-reliant due to its economic policy. He said during the COVID pandemic, it was ensured that nobody remained hungry, and added that society is being empowered due to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's clarity of thought and successful implementation of efficient policies, even in difficult circumstances. The resolution also mentioned how Bharat Mala, Sagar Mala, dedicated freight corridor, Udan scheme and Bharat broadband network have upped the development and growth in infrastructure capacity of 21st century India. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is scheduled to address the concluding session of BJP National Executive Member this evening. Assam Rifle conducted iconic events week in Imphal today. It was organized under the initiative of Inspector General, Assam Rifle South at 3 different areas. Prabhat Peri was conducted at Kaithel Manbi and Mantipukri. Health Minister Dr. Shapam Ranjan was among those present at the event. The event witnessed participation from around 800 individuals, including students, NCC cadets, AR families and general public. Performance of patriotic songs and slogans were the main highlights of the event. Meanwhile, a drawing and painting competition was conducted at Imphal Peace Museum, Nambol, in presence of Education Minister T.H. Basantakumar. A total of 500 students participated in the competition. Patriotic songs and lectures on Subhash Chandra Bose were presented by students of different schools during the event. Prizes were also distributed to the winners of the competition on the occasion. 28th Sector Assam Rifle unveiled a statue of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose today. RIMS Deputy Director H. Priyosaki unveiled the statue to mark the 126th birth anniversary of Netaji Chandra Bose. The event was held at Kakching. 28th Sector CDR YS Sakwan to other officials and students of ARPS School, Kakching Mission's Blind School took part in the event. Tamilong Battalion Assam Rifle under the aegis of Jwalamukhi Sector Assam Rifle Headquarters IGAR East organized a gathering at Center Church in Tamai town of Tamilong district to extend New Year greetings to the locals with the perspective of New Year, New Life. During the event held today, the Commandant extended New Year greetings and wished for the wellness of all attendees. He highlighted the assistance and various welfare initiatives undertaken by the Tamilong Battalion for overall well-being of the people in the area. The Commandant also urged the public to extend the support and cooperation to the Assam Rifle and assured that the battalion will continue to pursue welfare activities and projects in future for the people. The Centre today raised in the Supreme Court the protest held by AAP MLAs against alleged interference by the Lieutenant Governor officer in the Delhi government's work and termed the demonstration as undesirable. The moment a 5-judge constitution bench headed by Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud assembled to hear the vexatious Centre Delhi government row over control of services, Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, appearing for the central government, raised the issue of the protest. The same came a day after Aam Aadmi Party MLAs led by Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal had marched to the Lieutenant Governor's office to protest against his alleged interference in the elected government's functioning. During the protest, Chief Minister Arjun Kejriwal had attacked Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena, saying that LG should not behave like a headmaster checking students' homework. Meanwhile, in the Delhi Assembly, BJP MLAs dressed in black clothes and turbans protested against alleged corruption and scams in the AAP government and demanded the resignation of Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. MLAs Ajay Mahawar, Jitendra Mahajan, O.P. Sharma and Abhay Verma were suspended from the House for the day, while other BJP MLAs boycotted the session. The Delhi Assembly session was adjourned for the entire day yesterday as AAP MLAs repeatedly entered the well of the House, raising slogans against the Lieutenant Governor. Fears over the impact of the new Omicron subvariant BF.7 variant have risen in the country after several cases were detected in various countries. In view of the threat posed by the Omicron COVID-19 variant, the Union Home Minister of Health and Family Welfare has advised people to wear a proper mask, maintain social distancing at public places, and take both doses of COVID vaccine to ward off the virus. Meanwhile, COVID-19 cases in India are increasing with a slight margin. India reported 79 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. The new infection took the country's total caseload to over 4.46 crore, while active coronavirus caseload has dropped to 2,035, which accounts for 0.01% of the total cases. As per the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, the death toll stands at 5,30,726 with no new death. Meanwhile, the number of people who have recuperated from the disease has gone up to 4,41,48,472 with 163 recoveries in the last 24 hours. The country's recovery rate stands at 98.81%. Over 220.17 crore vaccine doses have been administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. Top 3 states contributing maximum number of COVID-19 cases to India's tally are Maharashtra, Kerala and Karnataka. Meanwhile, in the northeast India, Assam has the highest number of active cases, followed by Mizoram and Meghalaya. COVID-19 has infected over 67 crore 17 lakh, while more than 67 lakh 32,000 have succumbed to the dreaded coronavirus, and recoveries are above 64 crore 31 lakh. Globally, USA has the highest COVID-19 cases, followed by India and France. Now let's take a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
Electric laktabana maram oiduna asabi ising phanglaro haibi nungsa thiningai leitraba. Thompson Solar Water Heater. Contact number 9862669522. Aikhoigi address Hairangwaidong Nithamcha Karong, Impal West.
Welcome back. Searchers have deployed drones to search for 2 passengers still unaccounted for after Nepal's deadliest plane crash in 30 years, which killed at least 70 people. Some rescuers have sealed down the 200-meter deep gorge in search of the missing passengers. Officials say the hope of finding anyone alive was nil. A police official in Pokhara, who is part of the rescue efforts, said that search and rescue personnel have been deployed using ropes into the gorge where parts of the plane fell and was in flames. Difficult terrain and inclement weather have been hampering rescue efforts near the tourist city of Pokhara, where Yeti Airlines ATR-72 turboprop with 72 people on board crashed in clear weather on Sunday just before landing. Searchers found 2 more bodies yesterday before the search was called off because of fading light. Rescuers recovered 68 bodies out of the 72 people on board the ATR-72 aircraft operated by Yeti Airlines that crashed in the tourist city of Pokhara minutes before landing on Sunday in clear weather. The plane, on a scheduled 27-minute flight from Kathmandu to Pokhara, gateway to scenic Annapurna mountain range, was carrying 57 Nepalis, 5 Indians, 4 Russians, 2 South Koreans and 1 person each from Argentina, Ireland, Australia and France. The plane's pilot, Anju Khatiwada, was among those killed in the incident. Meanwhile, hospital staff have also begun to grim task of handling over bodies to grieving families. Up to 10 bodies were transferred by army truck from Pokhara Hospital to the airport, ready to be airlifted back to the capital, Kathmandu. China's population shrank last year for the first time in more than 60 years, a new milestone in the country's deepening democratic crisis with significant implications for its slowing economy. China's National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) announced the same while briefing an annual data today. The population fell in 2022 to 1.411 billion, down some 850,000 people from the previous year. Analysts said the decline was the first since 1961, during the Great Famine triggered by former leader Mao Zedong's Great Leap Forward. President and Chief Economist at Pinpoint Asset Management, Ziwei Zhang, said the population will likely tend down from here in coming years, adding that the same is very important with implications for potential growth and domestic demand. According to the date, the birth rate also fell to a record low of 6.77 births per 1,000, down from 7.52 a year earlier and the lowest level since the founding of Communist China in 1949. Some 9.56 billion babies were born compared with 10.62 million in 2021, despite a push from the government to encourage more married couples to have children. The new data came alongside the announcement of one of China's worst annual economic performances in nearly half a century, with the economy expanding by just 3% for the year, far below the government's target, underscoring the steep economic challenges the country faces as its labor force shrinks and its retired demographic growth. It also follows a UN prediction that last year India will surpass China to become the world's most populous country in 2023. Now let's take a look at the sports news. India Open badminton tournament began in New Delhi today, January 17th. The Badminton Association of India is hosting the India Open competitions. The Badminton World Federation has sanctioned the competition, which is being conducted in New Delhi, India's K.D. Jadhav Indoor Hall. In men's singles, Lakshya Sen and H.S. Pranoy will lock horns in the first round this afternoon. The winner of the match is likely to run into former world number 1 Kento Momota of Japan. In women's single, PV Sindhu will take on Supanita Katedont of Thailand. If she crosses the first hurdle, PV Sindhu may run into China's Chen Yufei, the reigning Olympic champion, in the quarters, while Saina Nehwal starting against Denmark's Mia Blinsfeldt. In men's doubles, Chirag Sethi and Satwik Sairaj Ranki Reddy will play their first match today. In women's doubles, the Indian pair of Sikhi Reddy and Shruti Mishra lost to the German duo of Linda Effler and Isabel Lohau in the round of 32. Altogether, 97 players are competing in the men's singles, women's singles, men's doubles, women's doubles, and mixed doubles categories. Match between Korea and Japan at TRHE ongoing FIH Hockey Men's World Cup is underway. Later, Germany will lock horns with Belgium at the Kalinga Stadium at Bhubaneswar tonight at 7th. With its easy win against New Zealand yesterday, the powerful Netherlands has got closer to the quarter-finals. In an exciting match in Birsa Munda Hockey Stadium in Rourkela yesterday, the Dutch team trounced the Kiwis by 4-0. And in another match in the similar stadium, Malaysia defeated Chile by 3-2. On the other hand, Kalinga Stadium in the capital Bhubaneswar witnessed world number 1 Australia struggling to overpower Argentina, but had to content itself with a draw with 3 goals from each side. Similarly, France got the better of South Africa by scoring 2 goals against 1. Now let's take a look at the headlines once again. Cops found guilty of drug smuggling will face wreath of laws, says Chief Minister Nongthom Bambirin. Men from Kongba Laishram Lekai in Imphal East mysteriously found dead in addiction recovery center. Cordon and search combing operation CASO launched in trouble-prone areas after recovering 2 bombs at different sensitive places in Imphal. Speaker Thokchom Satyabarta constitutes new Business Advisory Committee of Manipur Legislative Assembly. Film Forum Manipur to temporarily suspend screening of movies, Sumang Lila, and organizing musical programs in view of upcoming board examinations. And Manipur government intensify war on drugs. A woman drug peddler arrested with 278 grams of heroin. Now that is all we have for now. Thank you for watching IS News. Have a good night.